welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel, and you know I am your host as usual. Today I'm coming with a topic that I had promised to discuss with you guys. I've alluded to it or maybe brought it up briefly in a past video, but this one is going to be in reference to the 2% lady. I had said woman before, but it's the 2% lady. And just like, and this I guess is commonly referred to as within the American community as opposed to outside. This is strictly referring to the American community. I know people are going to have some issues with this, but I'm just giving my opinion on it. I got this from a fellow YouTuber that I saw post on Instagram, so I figured I'd speak on it. It's actually something that I saw a screenshot from the MGTOW community as well in reference to what is called the NAWALT. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's now all women, not all women are like that, pretty much is what it stands for, NAWALT. This is this term that's come about. As you know, I'm not personally MGTOW. That's a term that they have. Every man who's centered and grounded in who he is basically this term called MGTOW. So I don't really call myself that. It's about being a centered, and even a woman being centered and grounded, you know, being a centered and grounded individual. So just to get to this 2%, basically, before I get to it, is what I refer to as someone that you would really have a serious relationship with, or serious relationship material, or marriage material, just by looking at a few of the characteristics. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the other two before I actually get to the 2%, so that you guys know where I'm coming from and what the labels are as far as this gender, as far as how the female species, I guess, or the female gender is broken down based upon this chart here. I didn't create this chart. I'm just going off of what I read, and you guys can agree or disagree, but I'm just giving you my opinion on it and what I feel is definitely for you guys who are looking and what to look for in a serious relationship and how to sort out, you know, toxic and non-toxic women, and women who are really for you. And for some of you women who may be watching, if you fit these characteristics, I know I'm going to have women that's going to be complaining about this video regardless, but this is just my thoughts on it. So I'm just starting off with the 80% of American females, which is, and that's what it's listed as, females here. The 80%, some of the qualities or characteristics according to this chart is 80%. I didn't come up with this, but I'm just reading this stuff all the way till I get to the 2%, which is basically what I'm in agreement with. 80%, according to this chart, hates men. They're rude. They're gold diggers, cheating, sluts and whores, likes bad boys, selfish and narcissistic, don't thank men who hold doors. This is the 80% called females. My chart would be a little different. You know, I wouldn't go as far as saying these are 80% of females. I'd actually have to sit down and, you know, elaborate on that. So the 18% are women, or is a woman, according to this chart. So that puts us at 98% already. 18%, which is the woman, tolerates men. They're kind, acceptable, helpful, independent, likes compatible men, caring, and likable, thanks men who hold doors. I guess the key word in this is tolerates men, as opposed to the previous one, hates men, and then I'm going to get on to the next one, which you'll see the feelings as far as a lady goes as opposed to a woman. So, with the lady, the 2%, basically, I guess, of the American woman, the 2%, she respects men. She's loyal. She's grateful. She's cooperative. She's committed. She chases after great men. She's supportive and loving. Occasionally holds doors for men. Now, I know I know that's going to be one that's getting a lot of women probably upset about that. Me, a woman doesn't. It's no difference to me whether a woman holds the door or not. But these other characteristics are very hard to find, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. And what I hear a lot of men complaining about with women, and women, this is me just coming from a male perspective, saying this, and from what I'm hearing from other men, these are hard to come by. And a woman's rebuttal is, I'm exactly this, but these men aren't about anything. These men, there's no good men out here. These men don't know how to lead. These men are full of crap. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to hear the rebuttal to this. But in a situation with all of this stuff, respects men, and I guess you'll say, well, he has to give me something to respect. Well, if you don't respect the man, you shouldn't be with the man anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And vice versa. If a woman doesn't respect you, you shouldn't be in a relationship with that woman. Loyalty, that is basically, and I have a few more that I added to this. If you have a woman that respects you, that she's loyal to you, she's cooperative, and when I say cooperative, that means she's willing to communicate. I'm going to throw that one in there as well. She's cooperative. It's not about shouting demands at a woman, because any relationship you have to love in such a way that the woman feels, or anyone feels like they're free, but definitely the woman feels like she's free at all times. That's how you should feel. So any man who is controlling a woman or vice versa, that person is just insecure, facing major insecurities. But cooperative is just understanding through communication, in my opinion, as far as cooperation goes. And not just making everything an argument. You know what I'm saying? Committed, loyalty and commitment. She's committed to the vision, committed to making the relationship work, committed to bigger and better things, committed to building an empire at the end of the day. That's how I see. All of these so far. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Where is she at? You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. You know, she chases great men. That, I'm assuming, is meant because any of these other two can chase great men, but actually searching out for a great man, a man who takes care of his responsibilities, has direction, has leadership, and is willing to build something, as opposed to she's just looking for a handout. When she's chasing great men, she's chasing a great man to build an empire with, and she's bringing something to the table as well as what he's already bringing to the table. Supportive and loving. Definitely, most definitely. Supporting and loving. There's nothing, I think that's really more sexy or more important. Or just when a man has a woman that motivates him to basically maximize his potential and become the greatest version of himself, as he should be doing to her. But a woman who's constantly has a man's back on, good days, bad days, regardless, basically getting him, pumping him up, getting him to be the best that he's going to be, which is basically helping her out in the long run. Just my thoughts on it. But occasionally holding doors, I mean, that's not it. That's a little bit too much. But those things, if you come across a woman like that, and that 2% woman, and I will agree with that is a 2% woman that's doing that, then you really don't forsake that woman. You really need to take care of that woman, because a woman like that needs to be cherished. Everything holds out. Marriage is an important thing. Y'all know my views on marriage, how I see things. But a woman like this is very, very, very rare. But I added some things which we've already covered. She supports your dreams, motivates you, which is what I said. Motivational as a whole. A woman that's just motivating you. I mean, you can't. How often do you come across those? Loyalty, as I've already said, communicator. She contributes to the relationship as opposed to just taking. I mean, come on. You go into a relationship, a marriage, a relationship, whatever, serious. You going in there to give. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You're going in there to give. So if you have a woman who's a contributor, you know, she's attractive. Basically, this is all of these things that's coming across so far. This type of woman should just blow your socks off so far. Especially the add on top, which is icing on the cake. Obviously, one of the most important things to me is just her being feminine. Just a feminine woman as a whole is just, I mean, what more do you want? I don't even want no one else looking at my woman, this type of woman. I mean, she's doing all of this stuff. You know, she's feminine, she's sexual. She exudes, you know, this sexuality, this femininity, and she's giving. So if you got a woman like that, or if somebody needs to break it down to you, this is the type of woman that you need in your corner. This is the type of woman that you build with. This is the type of woman who you give your last name to, you share your seed with. This is the type of woman who you create, you know, a family with. And this is so, and I will agree, this is really 2%, if not 1%. Like on some real ish, especially in America. This is like, seriously. And I know a lot of women probably like, I am all that. I did this for the wrong man. They didn't appreciate you. Well, that's that guy. I'm talking to the men right now. If you were doing all of this and you were all of that, and you are that now to some man, then you just got, baby, I mean, some people you just can't change. Somebody, a man who's really about his business, and who's been in the streets or who's been in this dating game, he's going to see that. For real, because this is not, you don't come across this every day. That's just like a friendship. A lot of this stuff that I said, you don't come across this stuff. So I wouldn't even say, I'm going to call it 2%, but I mean, hey, and as a man, I mean, that's a different video where I'll talk about, shout out to Corey Wayne, the 3% man and all that stuff, but this right here, this 2%, if you're this type of woman, you are really a jewel. I wouldn't even, you know, we talk about diamonds in the rough. You're just one of those hidden jewels at the end of the day. So, you know, if you got this type of woman, go ahead and give her that ring, lock her down, you know, put her in a closet somewhere, hide her from everybody. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. The quickest way to get in contact with me is to email me if you want to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, or if you want to do an email coaching session, feel free to email me. The website will be up shortly so we can communicate, life coaching, all that other stuff, purpose-driven, spiritually, relationships, all that good stuff. I'm here for you guys. And at the end of the day, check out all the links in the description. My new shirt here, make sure you guys pick it up. I am greatness. In the back, I am grateful. So, peace be upon you all in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. Peace be upon you in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. I'm out.